Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome to the Remnant Circle with your host, Afro. I have two amazing people with me today. I have my friends, my brothers in here today. They're absolutely amazing, and I'm really excited for them to be here. One of them, he actually been on here before. That time was like 2 years ago, and I was also recording in my bedroom, and it was audio, it wasn't even video yet. And then he's back here today, 2 years later, we're in a studio. And he's grown, he's learned, he's unlearned, he's grown in his creativity. So many people, both grown, and it's absolutely amazing like to be here in this. It's like a vision that we had, and it's coming to life, and it's just amazing. And the other one, they're twins. They're twinnies. So yeah, you might think it's the same person, it's not. The other one, he has gone into events, and what he's doing, especially when it comes to unis, events and stuff, will blow your mind. So we're going to dive all into that. One is a musician, one is into events. What a combo. What a combo. But without further ado, let me introduce them on. So we have Lord B, and we have, what do you want to call yourself?
Mr. AfroExe.
Mr. AfroExe. Yeah. Lord B and AfroExe.
Yes,
so, Lord B, what's up? Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome. I'm so grateful to have you here. Mr. AfroExe.
we'll get to it.
We'll get to it.
But,
thank you so much for being, and I'm so grateful. This is your first time on it.
It is.
And I'm so grateful to have you here. It's going to be amazing. The first I want us to get into is the journey. You do music, but you don't only do music, you also do like creation. So you do like producing, you do mixing, you record as well for other people. So it's like you are like a music person. And then, Mr. AfroExe has his own AE. So I want us to start with you. Okay. How's the journey been so far?
It's been a journey of 6 years and counting. It's opened my mind.
Love that.
I've decided, not to settle for less throughout this journey. It's been eye-opening. It's been about, me finding myself, finding what I love and chasing what I love, which is music.
I love that.
I feel like we all come into this life and we all have a purpose.
Yeah.
And some of us, I'll be honest, I'll just say the way it is. I feel like some of us are scared to actually go for what that purpose is. If it looks like it's not the norm, people are scared to do it.
Yeah.
But the kind of guy that I am and I've been, if I have any kind of, an idea, I implement it.
I love
I'll
that.
go for it. So that's why I've chosen music. Yeah, so far the journey has been amazing. Yeah.
Was there anything else in between that you was like, I could choose this or music, and you went for music, or was it always been music?
I can't lie to you, it's always been music. I've never been a confused guy.
Really? You never went through that?
Never.
Oh, that's amazing.
Maybe just school and
just
having to,
yeah.
school.
Because you do school as well, so do music. You do a lot. You're gonna get into all of that. You do a lot. Yeah. But that's amazing to hear. So this is somebody who's known the path that they want to walk on, what is set for them, and they've decided to just do it.
Yeah.
And just keep going and keep going. And I know that hasn't been simple. It's not a smooth road. Especially music is one industry that's like it is full of so many things: the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything.
Yep.
From 6 years ago till now, what is some things that's happened that shaped you to the point where you're like, I have to keep going, like I can't stop? Because some people started, they left 3 years ago, they left 1 year ago, they went into something completely different, but you're still here 6 years after. Yeah. What has kept you on that journey?
There are a couple lessons I've learned. Not to feel entitled. No one owes you anything. I feel like a lot of people step out of this journey when they feel like, oh, this person should do this for me. Why isn't this person reposting my stuff?
Yeah.
Why isn't this person understanding my idea?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not about what they think. It's about you and your journey.
Yeah.
You see, when you're focused and you understand that, you're going to know that it's you versus you. And that's where I'm at. I'm at the point where, I know it's me versus me. I cannot expect anyone to do anything for me. And that's why I'm not upset, confused. That's the biggest
I love that. And this is why we're friends. Absolutely. Because what you're saying, I believe, I've actually told one of my younger sisters, she started a business, she does hair. And she was complaining about, her friends and her posting and this cousin was encouraging to stop, but now she started, don't post that. Yeah. And I said, one thing you have to learn, and I learned very quickly, is that the same people that are probably pushing you to start that thing, start because they see that you're good at it. they'll probably forget that you even started it like 3 months down the line. And it's not that sometimes it's not their fault or they're trying to do it on purpose. They also have a life. They also have their own things going on. And then sometimes, so again, they don't owe you nothing. So just keep going. When you get there, it's not even you have to call people. They will come. They will come. It's just the way life is. They will just come. Even the people that were saying, negative things, you'll be looking at, they'll be fanfulling you. So I definitely get it. And I think it's a really, really important mindset to have as well when you're on a journey of anything, either creativity, either you're starting a business, either you started an event, everything, whatever you're doing, you need to be your biggest supporter and be like the person that keeps yourself going, nobody else. So apart from is there been like times where you wanted to quit? Or want to just like step back and be like, you know what, this thing I'm about to rethink it still, this music thing?
I'm not gonna lie to you, the journey has been, first of all, let me give you a background. For me to have this kind of mentality, I'd have to say it comes from a place of this or this. And you see, I feel like I've come from a place of struggle. My parents haven't always been like the richest, right? And I feel like that helps you fine tune your mind.
Okay.
You realize that you got you. Don't get me wrong, my parents do a lot, they bless them. Do you know what I mean? But it gets to a point when you realize that you have to get yourself, and when you get to that point, you don't second guess. You don't feel like, oh, this is not going to work. This can't work. It's just, okay, this is it. We're going for it. There's been times I've been depressed because of music. There was a time where I was meant to sign a deal. On the day of my song coming out, I already done everything. Big deal. I was happy. I was talking like what, 2 years ago. And on a Friday when my song was meant to come out, my parents were like, "Oh, don't do it." And I'm like, "Wait, what do you mean don't do it? Like this?" I've
been waiting for how long?
Do you get what I'm saying? This is the break the
breakthrough every artist is looking for.
That was meant to get me to where I'm meant to get to. And I respected the decision. I don't know why. Maybe because they're my parents.
Yeah.
But something just told me, listen. And after that day, I went into a deep depression. Oh, deep depression. I remember it was like a December. Then I made a song. In fact, actually, I could not even write. I could not record. In fact, I couldn't even sing properly the way I used to because my mental was just messed up. So I was literally 2 weeks in. I didn't even go to work. I didn't do anything. Just 2 weeks in the house. And then I got a call from one of my friends in Birmingham, and he was like, "Lord B, we're having a music camp. Come on, show boys, come record you boys." And this guy does not know that I'm going through a lot. They just think, Lord B, Lord B. And I said, do I want to go out now? I don't want to hear anything music right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But something just said, again, trust me, when I see something said, it's
loud.
God.
It's the Holy Spirit. It's so God.
Loud.
Yeah. You hear it like it's like a statement being made. Yeah. And exactly what you mean.
And you cannot deny it. So I got up and I said, all right, cool, I'll be in Birmingham. I got to Birmingham. Mind you, I've not recorded by myself. I've not done anything in about 2-3 weeks. And I'm the kind of person that records every day. So that's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's a big thing for me. I got there. I made a song. They were like, no, they played the beat. They were like, Lord B, you're going to open this one for us. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I got my superpower back again. And I was happy. At first, I was doubting myself. So I made a song called One Life. If you listen to it, it talks about, how do you know who's for you? There's a lot of, doubt in the song, but a lot of knowing that you're going to overcome, and also me speaking to my future self that, listen, this is just for now, and, the future is bright.
Yeah.
I play that song a lot, and it just inspires me. And I'm happy I was able to pen down my situation because I make music from my emotions, experiences, and environment. Yeah. I don't sing, I have 100 cars.
Yeah, when I don't have that. Yeah. It's real music.
It's real music. Real music, So if you listen to Lord B, you listen to some part of your emotions. And that's what I want people to attach my music to. You know, if you feel happy, I've got songs to make you feel happy.
Yeah, I like those happy songs.
You know? If you feel like you need motivation, I've got songs to make you feel motivated.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's been times that I've been down, you know, but God has got me back up.
I love that. And I feel like you say music, like you say you make music from your environment, your emotions, all these things. Music is like, I feel like it's like a capsule of like a moment in time.
100%.
And I love that you said that, because that's what it is. And when you listen to good music, most of the time that's how it usually feels. It feels like the person's taking you back or taking you through what you're going through in that moment. And if you've been through something similar or know somebody who's been something similar, if it's good, bad, whatever it is, you just start reminiscing and you start connecting. And that's just the music is spiritual. You might not even know the person ever, but something connects you to it, and it's amazing. And I love that. And like you're saying, like, it's good music. Yeah. Good music. Let's go to Mr. AfroExe. How are you feeling?
Bro, thank you, bro.
Oh, I'm so excited to have you on.
Thank
you. Mr. AfroExe, you decided to, while you're still in school, start a event business and go from campus to campus. Yeah. And you just dashed into it and you've been successful from the beginning. Yeah. Just take us through the journey of that, and how did that even come about?
Okay, so I'll just give you a brief background.
Yes.
So before the events business in itself, myself, my twin brother, and also one of our partners, Mayowa, that's his name, we started a videography and photography business. Okay. So we're very in the business space in itself, because we study business and management. So the events business in itself, I did like a 9-week program at the University of Exeter, where at the end of it, it's called the pre-incubator program. At the end of the 9 weeks, you pitch it in front of like a panel, and if it's viable, you get like a validation fund, and you bring it to life. And for me, being in Exeter, in a place where there's not many black people, and also for the black people there, we need some sort of entertainment. Yeah, it was like a no-brainer for me, because my background is a lot of entertainment, music, and a lot of all that. So did the pre-incubator program. It was a success. Got the validation fund, brought it to life, and started from Exeter. I knew that we needed to get it to Reading, and we did that. It was a success, and for me, the business AfroExe Experience in itself is about bringing the genres of Afrobeats, Amapiano, and also talented artists, live performances to underrepresented cities. Underrepresented cities being like Exeter, Reading. You know, we're going to be expanding to other cities as well, just to give people like myself in the situation where we don't have entertainment in these type of cities. That's feeling, you know, that happiness that I could also study, I could chase academics, I could also enjoy myself during uni, you know, and everything actually made sense to me, because of course I have a lot of talented people around me in terms of artists, instrumentalists, dancers, you know, you name it all. And just stringing everything together was like a no-brainer. I thank God, because without God, all these visions, everything in itself can't happen.
Yes, definitely.
And it was easy for people looking from the outside in. They're like, how is this guy able to do this? But God makes it easy. And then the journey of it was able to get the Social Impact Award from the University of Exeter, which is quite a big thing as well, because you don't see events getting these type of awards. And I was up against a lot of big ideas, big entrepreneurs as well.
That's amazing to hear.
So it was a big thing. And so far so good. Was also able to get another grant as well for the experience to expand it. And I'm just so, you know, excited about what the future has for the AfroExe Experience in itself, and also for all the business ventures that myself and my partners go into. And I will have to say, the AfroExe Experience would not have been possible without the key members being my girlfriend, Davina Tuma, shout out, baby. My twin brother, you know, my girlfriend did the creative side, you know, the branding, things like that. She brings it to life. You know, my twin brother gets the artist, you know, does his own side in the entertainment space. And also my business partner, Mayowa, he does the whole videography and photography to bring it to life as well. And I'm more or less the brains, and I put my hand everywhere. So yeah, that's just like a background of the AfroExe Experience in itself. And how it started and we're here right
the
now.
journey.
Yeah.
And the other people involved. And I absolutely love it. And I've been to it, so I know that it's lit. And when you guys did the first one in Reading, was there, and it was absolutely amazing. I mean, I was on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I was boogieing it down. I was shaking it. I was shaking it with Davina as well, your girlfriend. We was dancing. We had a good time. And me, I don't stay out late.
Yeah.
I don't be out. I was literally about to doze off around like 2, and I was like, girl, get yourself on the dance floor.
100%.
We was there till like 3 or 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. We go home at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And like I'm saying, I don't go. I'm not that kind of person. So when I'm there and you see me boogieing, it means I'm really enjoying myself. I can't just be like, I'm going to stay in my house or just go home.
Yeah.
And you guys are really doing it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you see you're bringing it to places that might not have the experience already. And like Reading, we have clubs in Reading, but they're not really catered to, like, especially like black, like music, like Afro music, Afro beats, and all those kind of things. There's mostly like, other things. And then like you said, like Exeter, like bringing it to where like they have black students, they have black people, and it's like having a place to be to go out. One place, like I went to uni right in Kent. UCA, University of Creative Arts. And one thing, if we had that at that time, like when I was there, if this was there, I feel like a lot of people would have been more happier. Because it's a very, again, it's Kent. But we had a lot of black students.
Yeah.
But most of them, they'll be going to places that, I mean, I never really went out, but the ones that did, they never said anything that great anyway.
Yeah.
And I think that's a place you should, if you haven't thought about it, definitely end up there.
100%.
Definitely end up there.
You know one thing I like to put at the heart of the AfroExe experience? Yes, we throw events, but for me, it's about, showcasing the talents.
Yes.
Talents
which you guys do very well.
Being artists, because we come from a generation where we have to ask people to do these things for us, and they don't even do it as half as what we do.
Yeah.
Where we create episodes for each talented creative that comes into the AfroExe experience. To highlight their talent in itself and obviously propel them to where they need to be, because talent does not lie. Do you get what I mean? So just creating that space for them to do that is the main goal of the AfroExe experience that makes us more or less stand out from every other event, that you could see around as well. And you're also going to have a damn great time as well.
Like I said, I was boogieing, so I know I can testify to this because I've been there. We're not just speaking; we got an experience, and it's and it's really, really good. And like it's one thing I'll piggyback what you just said. It's not just an event where you are just going to just dance and listen to music and have a good time. You're also getting to see artists perform. You're literally getting the best of both worlds and everything. You have the DJ doing it, everything. You have, you can get drinks and get stuff, do the little mingles. And then you also have moments where you have artists coming out. Artists you probably never heard of before, or those you've heard of, maybe you don't really know them like that. You get to really see new and also like already like artists already out there. And it's absolutely like a really, really, because some people that I got to meet, they are talented. I never heard of them before, but I was booking to the dance to their songs there. And it's absolutely, I always say Lord B, he's the forefront of it. He's the forefront of it. Yeah, and I think it's definitely an experience. It's not just come to the show, we just have a concert, or just come, it's just a party. It's not a party, just a party. It's an experience. And I can testify to that. Kofi, my boyfriend comes to testify, he was there. Everybody can testify, yeah. So it's not just me speaking. I love that. Yeah. And I love like you said, you come from a background of entertainment. You know some families, right? That you just look at everyone and you're like, yeah, God just sprinkled a little bit on y'all, didn't he? God just gave you guys into that side. Some people, they're all like lawyers. They're all like, in specific field, or they're all artists, like doing like painting and different things. Some people are into movie production, or the family like into movie production. Yeah. You guys like business and music. And it's absolutely amazing to watch, especially how you guys come together. You got, like you're saying, you got the minds and everything. This one he's got a voice, he's got a production, he's got a creative. You also have other people involved, like Maya, and then your girlfriend as well. I think it's like a dream team.
100%.
And you guys are really showing it off, and I'm so proud of you guys for real.
Appreciate it.
I want us to come back now to Lord B, and I want us to get into, like you said, like when you went through depression, and something kept you going. First of all, you said that your parents told you don't do it, and it was something told you listen to them, because you could have just rebelled. You could have said, "Nah, mom," like African parents, I don't think I was getting it right now, bro. This is what every artist is waiting for. So maybe it's just a time to just say, this is a time maybe not to listen to anybody and do what you want. But he said, nah, this is not the time for that. And something makes you feel like, nah, there's something here, I need to like really listen to it. And I don't believe anything just happens for coincidence, or anything just happens for the happening's sake. There's times where God will save you from things, and you won't even realize that at a moment, you'd be thinking, you'd be so upset about it for a moment. But then look back a year from then, 6 months, 2 years, when you're gonna be like, nah, I dodged a bullet.
100%.
So I want us to go into that, and then how, because personally, I feel like it was God that saved you.
100%.
I don't know what exactly what was gonna happen with that situation, but I think God has saved you. And you use your parents, and obviously you were a listening kid.
Yeah.
And you said that when you went through it, something in she was like holding you down for that. And then, your friend called you and you didn't even want to go. Something told you. Yep. How has your faith and also being keeping God in the middle of what you do and your faith and everything helped you through the journey of musical? Music is it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about it.
First of all, I would just say God is the truth.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how to say more than that.
It's literally that simple. It's full stop.
If you don't believe, I beg you just start to
believe. It's like,
I mean, I definitely believe it was God that told me to relax, because I had uni that was coming as well, and the whole deal was gonna make me have to start traveling to, let's just say, Nairobi, some different I feel like that would have impacted my studies, because my deal with my mom was that I have to finish university first, and it kind of looked like a crossroad.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? I was trying to, not believe it was going to affect me.
Yeah.
But if I was going to be honest. It would have. So I feel like God just said, relax, your time is going to come. Just do what you need to do now. And when your time comes, it's going to be bigger than this. So I just have to listen, 100%.
And I love it. I love that. Yeah. I want us to also go into the mental health aspect, right?
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot of people, apart from those that maybe it might even be music, might be other things. If whoever is studying, either it's business, whatever they're doing, they're working 9 to 5, whatever, and they go through mental health and all this depression, anxiety. Some people have other bipolar and all these different things. How did you make it through? Some people didn't make it through that 2 weeks. So somebody, they went through it for 3 days and they said, I can't. And they went completely. I've been in a space of suicide, so I know how it's like. So I want you to just talk about it. What got you through that? Because that 2 weeks, I feel like 2 years. You feel like 20 years. So how did you go through it? What was the process and how was it for you?
I did a lot of praying. I tried to find myself back. Mental health is real.
Yeah.
And I think I had a lot of support. My brother being one of the biggest ones. We're both, I would say, mentally strong. But at that point, I was at my weakest. Yeah. I'll be honest. And I had to fight battles. Tom saying, oh, don't worry, another one's going to come. But at the same time, he doesn't want to press me too much.
Yeah.
You should get it already.
Yeah.
Why do you not?
Yeah.
Why you not get it up? Do you know what I mean? He's trying to
It's been 3 days now.
Yeah, he's trying to understand what I'm going through, And all I'm just going to say is, if you have that person, try to listen. And if you need that person, reach out. Reach out. That's all I'm going to say.
I love
because
that.
you cannot do anything in this life on your own. It's impossible. I know we came in by ourselves, but we still have God, though. So we're not coming in by ourselves.
You don't know where you came from, that you ended up here.
Exactly.
And why was this planet that you ended up at? And why those parents and those communities? Yeah, definitely. It's not a coincidence at all.
So just have that person that's going to be by your side.
Yeah. I think community is very underrated, especially in today's society. Yeah. I understand the whole thing of people wanting to be better by themselves because maybe they've been through things with people that maybe wasn't perfect. Yeah. Maybe you've ended up in a friendship group, or maybe you have a very toxic family life, like it happens to people, or maybe you didn't even have a family. Some people came in the world, they're orphans, they don't have siblings, they don't have anyone, so they grew up in a shell and they just feel like they don't know how to get out that shell. Yeah. But community is really important. When I say community, you don't need 500 people to make a community. You can literally have 3 people and that's a community to you. What is important is having the right people. You can have 500 people and it's a big community, there's a lot of people and you have a lot of friends and family, but in your downtimes, you will still feel like nobody's there. Like you have 0. And you can have 3 people or 2, even 1. And within your darkest times, you can feel like you have 1,000 crowd cheering you on. Yeah. And that is a really important thing. I'm really glad you said that, because community is so important. And when you said prayer, see, mental health, right, and going through these things, I'm saying some people, it ends them. Yeah. Somebody will just say, I'm not going to music again, and they will leave that profession, they will leave their calling behind because of one thing that happened that they just couldn't get over it. Yeah. And it's not that they don't want to. It's just maybe that time they're mentally just not prepared for that. And they could leave it for, some people have exit out of their purpose for 3 years. It's them 3 years to come back. So when you said prayer, I was like, that definitely helped. Because I know for me, even when I go through times where I'm like doubting, or, I'm like, oh my God, why is this happening? It's really prayer that literally then brings me back into a space of surrender. And I'm like, do you know what? None of this is in my hands. I didn't even plan to be here at this point. I didn't plan to be at the space I'm at right now. So if I'm here and whatever is happening, I'm definitely going to go past it and get somewhere else. So I'm really grateful that you mentioned prayer, God, and then also like community. Yeah. And one other thing I want us to get into is when it comes to the music, has it been times where because I know obviously like you have other friends, you have other people, you have like network and everything. Yeah. How is it when it comes to collaborating with people, when it comes to, because this music, you can't do it alone. You have to producer, engineer, all of these things. It's not just recording and putting it out. Yeah. You have to have photography, like all these different branding that comes to it. How has that been? Yeah, team. How has it been building a team that actually works? Because you can build a team and it just, everybody's doing scatter. Yeah. And they're spoiling your dream and your vision. Yeah. So how do you, because you build a team that works. Yeah. I've seen it, so I know they work. So how is that? How's that been?
I think it's been over time. I think I've been fortunate. Mm-hmm. I've been fortunate to meet like minds. I feel like you need like minds in order to get to where you need to get to. Mm-hmm. My mixing engineer, one thing actually, before I even get there, one thing that's very important is not just seeing these people you work with as workmates, but seeing them as your brothers and your sisters, holding that relationship, checking in, or how you doing? Whenever I talk since, I'm just checking up on you. Yeah. So they feel that love. It's no longer just business.
It's not transactional.
Exactly. So I feel like that's been key in being able to hold not a team, but I'll call them family. Just checking in once in a while, and just showing that you're actually serious. Because these people are serious and they want to see people that are serious. Yeah. Well. So, yeah, that's it.
That's good. Have you ever had a bad experience?
With collaborations?
Yeah, like, you're like, If somebody sends your song, you're like, no, I can't put this one on the song. Like, and having to navigate in a way where it's like, it's not offensive. Like, I always wonder those things. How do you guys do it? Because I'm sure sometimes somebody will send you a song, you're like, this one. Yeah. But how do you go about that? Like, telling them that I don't want to jump on it? Yeah. Or you can't be on my song?
I'll be honest, I feel like when let's just say you go on my page, you have to be serious in order to want to reach out to me. So I've been fortunate enough to have serious people reach out to me. I feel like you're addressed the way you're dressed.
It's true. It's very true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm the kind of person that I just do anyhow people will come at me.
Yeah, anybody in it, yeah.
If you compose, you package yourself, or, you get the same people that are like that. Yeah. I want to come, collaborate with you. But yeah, I feel like it's not always happy days all the time. It might not even be like collaborations can be from maybe a distro to music business to the people in the back end. And believe it or not, bad times or bad business is part of. Just don't let it get to you.
Okay.
I've had situations where you pay for this and it doesn't work.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just part of the process, but it builds you mentally to know that anything can happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. That's good stuff. Mr. X, Mr. AfroExe. We're coming back to you. I want us to go through your journey of the events, like your school. You said, you've got in these grants and all these like support along the way, and you also having a really good team around you. Yeah. And you guys share some of the people, and then you also have some people that are just on your side. He has some people that are just on his side. Yeah. When it comes to it, has there been times that you're like, I need to pause, I need a break, I need to like figure this out? Like the times where it's like you really got nitty gritty. Have you had those moments, and how did you navigate them?
Yeah, you always have those moments. Yeah. You're human. Do you know what I mean? It's going to get to a point where you're like, I feel burnt out, And for me, I think something I really learned, especially recently, that has made everything clearer from my mom. She gave me this quote, and listen up. Look at opportunity and not limitations. Because when you look at opportunity in any environment you find yourself, you're already one step forward. You're motivating yourself, and you're also going to get value from the environment you're in. If you step with limitation first, you're never going to do any of those things I said. So when times have been hard, I'm just like, you know what? This is what it is, but I'm going to look for the opportunity in any situation I find myself, and I'm going to win. Do you know what I mean? That way, it just makes life so much more easier, and all the like negative thoughts just disappear, because I have a mantra, I have something I'm living by, and it's easy to implement once I believe in it and I do it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, your mom is a goat.
Oh, she is.
She's
she
a
is.
G.
She's the best.
I love it. She's a G. I like it.
She's deep.
I love that. I also want to talk about how do you also incorporate your faith into what you do? Because working with people, doing events, moving from here to here, figuring it all out, like from finances to like everything. Like you say, you have the times where like you get down all those things there and you have those quotes to keep you back up. How do you also incorporate your faith from starting to like now? How has that journey been as well?
Listen, starting the day, you have to put God first in anything you do, because with God backing you and God leading the way for you, you can do everything in the day will go well, or at least you have the chance for it to go as best as it can. If you believe in yourself and you just go on with the day like, yeah, I'm going on with it, trust me, you're going to see a lot of things. You're going to feel a lot of things, you know, but when you put God first, me every day I have to pray. Beginning, the end. The prayer I always say is, God, please go before me, guide my step-ins, and let what is for me be for me. Do you know what I mean? That way I know that I have the armor of God with me.
Oh, I love that.
You see, and that way I know that I am going to conquer. You know, so that's basically how I lead with faith, and also make sure that I, you know, tackle any potential issues that the day might throw, because every day is a different thing. You know, you never know. As long as you have God, it's going to be okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I love prayer. I love prayer. I love it. So when people talk about, I'm like, you get it. Because some people don't get it. They just feel like, oh, but I don't have to do every day. Or, but God already loves me. He's going to protect me anyway. And I'm like, yeah, he does. But you have to also press in. Press. It's a communication. It's not transactions. It's like you communicate with your father. So I love that you said, I start your day with prayer and end day with prayer. And then what is for me, let it be for me. Because some people are trying to twist your hands for what's yours. So you have to really let God fight those fights for you.
100%.
So let's bring it also to like mental health, and also when it comes to the hard times, like have you gone through moments where you got really down like through your journey? If it's something, you could have even been maybe when you was in school, like it was like, oh, this is not really it. Or even to do the business, like what have you ever had any experience when it comes to like emotional well-being, mental well-being and things like that?
100%. Anyone that goes to university has this I would say common experience of something that may have broken you.
Oh yeah.
I believe. I know that that's something that, you know,
I agree with that as well.
Will throw at you. And for me, sometimes, you can be the strongest mentally, but like, you know, Tim said, Lord B said, you have to have the people around you that, number one, can be your pillar when you're about to start falling. So they hold you up and they're like, you got it. It's going to be okay. And for me, that has been my girlfriend. My girlfriend has been my pillar. And of course, I have a very lovely family. You know, my mom, my dad, my brother, you know, it's been just surrounding yourself by these people that always speak good into your life and also help you when you're at your lowest is the most important thing, you know. And I won't say firstly, actually, just always just speak to God. Yeah. Speak to God, because there's a lot of things that you can't control. But once you speak, the action that you take next, you'll be so surprised that's the Holy Spirit that's actually making you do the next step. Yeah. That's something that I've found out so many times in my life, that I've been in situations I can't control. And the next step I take, I definitely know it wasn't me that did that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't. It wasn't because I haven't done that before.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, yeah, it's clear, you know. But, you know, without going too deep into it, you know, academics comes with its stuff, you know, with with technological issues, with submissions, with things like that.
Oh, I've been through them literally last week.
Trust
oh
me.
Lord,
Trust me.
I was crying.
It's like this is so important to me, and this is happening right now. Is there any point of this? And then you're like, you have those people around you, and they're like, don't worry about it, you got it. And before you know it, you have this favor from God that they say, oh, another door is open for you to thrive. That was just a minor setback to step up. And you learn from it. In every single thing that you do, any issues you have, if you have the mentality of learning from it, then you'll be all right. You know, so yeah, that's how I've been dealing.
I love it.
Mental health.
You hit them on the head. Absolutely amazing. I love that submission.
Yeah.
So I want us to. We're gonna be wrapping up a little bit now, but I have one last question, kind of for both of you. What throughout the journey, what is one thing that you're like, this has really shaped me to who I am today, or like you like, if it can be bad, it can be good, but then you like, this is really prevalent in my journey, who I am today. What's that one thing, or it can be two if you have two things.
Let him start.
Okay.
I feel personally that if you never see suffer, I'm going to translate it in English. If you never see suffer, it's going to be difficult for you to learn and implement. So when you get to big parts in your life, you already have those lessons. You know, so it's sometimes when you're going through bad things, don't worry, just just have the mentality of learning the lesson. Trust me, it's going to help you in the future. It's 100%, because you learn more from failure than, sometimes success, because you're euphoric, when you succeed. And I also feel like there's no such thing as failure. Whoever tries is a winner.
It's very true. We were just talking about it before we even started.
Whoever tries is a winner. So the moment you try, you've learned a lesson.
Yes.
So those are the two important things, and also have God, please.
We can't echo that enough.
With God.
I always tell people, just try God. Maybe you haven't really tried him the way you need. Maybe you've dibbled and dabbed, but you haven't really tried him, because anybody who's really tried God, they will never stand anywhere and be like, oh, and this and oh, and that. They can have their ups and downs, because the journey you're going with, like, with your creator, it's not gonna be smooth. Sometimes it's gonna be like, God, where are you? I'm not seeing you. I'm not hearing you. I need your help now. You're thinking, where is he? Well, this is the time I need you. And he'll show up at the right time. But when you really tried God, you will get what we're saying. You will understand. You get why they keep talking about it. Yeah. So are you ready? Okay, let's go.
I'm a man of few words.
Okay.
So like, all I can say is, your tomorrow starts from today. And don't be afraid to make that move. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
I love that. Yeah. I had to whisper that. I like that. That's amazing. Oh my God, I've enjoyed this conversation so much, and I'm so proud. I can't say it now. I'm so proud. Because we've kind of been with each other through our journeys. From me starting a podcast to like when I met you guys, been doing your music already. Yeah. When he started the event, he was there. So we've actually seen each other grow in what we're doing, 100%. And we've actually helped each other in long ways. Like I remember we used to use your camera. Yeah. When we first started, like taking some pictures and videos and stuff, we used to use Logbee's camera. When they needed like a mic, they'll come to me like, "Okay, so we need your mic." We're like, "Okay."
You used to use your camera.
Yes. That's. They also used to use our camera, but it's like we've literally helped and literally like learned from each other along the way. There's times when my boyfriend might understand something, he'd be like, what's this? People will be like, okay, this picture, how did you take this one? Like we've literally been with each other through our journeys, and that's one of my favorite things in life. Yeah. One of my favorite parts of our life is growing with people, having people that you look back 3 years, 1 year, 6 months, 10 years, you're like, we've literally grown up with each other within what we're doing, and we've like found ways to help each other, how to grow with everything, learning and learning. And I love the journey so much. I love the journey we're all on, and I can't wait to see what God is going to do with us in the next 5 years. I feel like the future is just the brightest light, and I'm so glad you guys was here. And this is not going to be the last time. This is your second time. You use your first. You're gonna come back again to balance it out. You have to balance it out. And we're gonna come back again in the next like 1 year, or like whenever you want to come on. Whenever you're like, you know what, we need to talk about this. we need to plug this in. This has to be done.
Yeah.
We are there. This is your home. This is a place for you.
Thank you.
And anytime you're ready, you're here with us.
For sure.
And I'm so grateful that you guys gracing with your presence and your journey and your everything. Do you guys have any last words you want to say? Anything you want to plug in? Social medias, new songs, everything.
Of course.
Plug it all in. We'll start with you. And then we're going to go to Mr. AfroExe.
Okay, I go by the name Lord B. Then gonna true commando. If you don't know, get to know. All I can say is I've got a new song out, Formula Acoustic. You can get me on Apple Music, Spotify, Instagram, Twitter at Lord B Official. And it's been amazing being here.
Thank you so much. You guys, you better go and patronize. That don't want to, when you see him touring the world, I think I'm like, I knew him. But when he was telling you to plug into the music that time, you was thinking, oh, I don't know for sure. You plug in now, you follow the journey now. So when he's there with your favorites that you think is your favorites, you're gonna be like, oh, I've been following the journey. The best thing ever is when you see, I have some artists that I was listening to since I was like a teenager, like 17, 18, and I've been growing with them all the way through. And I see them now and I'm so proud. Like someone like see Arthur, he's Ghanaian, and I've literally been following him since like he first started, and I'm so proud. It's a beautiful thing when you follow creative journey. So plug in now and go and listen to this. There's a whole catalog. He plugged the song, what's it called? Is it My Life? One Life.
Yeah.
And there's other songs. I like the happy song. I have lots of happy songs on my phone. Plug in whatever songs you want. If it's happy, you are sad, you're going through whatever. There's music there for you. You need motivation. Follow on the socials. You're an artist. You want to connect. Follow him and connect. Like that's what we do. And now Mr. AfroExe, plug it in, let them know.
Yeah.
And when is the next event coming up? And where can they find it?
Okay, so yeah, guys, it's Mr. AfroExe. The next event, we actually just had one about a week ago, actually, in Reading. It was fire, the Afro Piano Rave. But we're trying to plan something big in London. I'm not giving out the date yet because it's still in the works. Aside from that, we've got one in Exeter on the 28th of September. So we're going back there. And one thing I want to say is that the aim of the AfroExe experience is to bridge the gap between, the talented acts and also, the people that love to see these talents and hear these talents. So if you're a talented DJ, artist, whatever creative you are, instrumentalist, hit up AfroExe Experience. So on Instagram, AfroExe Experience, and just shout us out with your catalog, and we'll look at it and put you on there, get you your own episode, and try and push you as far as we can, because that's the whole point of the AfroExe Experience. So yeah, that's more or less it from my end.
I love that. Yes. Thank you so much. This episode will probably be coming out in ending of May for season 3, right? Yeah. So in case you guys do the London one and the dates are confirmed for London one, you let me know and I can put a flyer in the editing when I'm editing it. I can put a date so that it can go back. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and another thing, we also do videography and photography. Any events, you could check out our Instagram at tmt.visuals. That's where we get the videography, photography. And yeah, just shout us out for your events as well. We're gonna make it fire.
Yes. You forgot to tell them about your mixing and studio thing you do. Plug it in. If they're in London, they're in Reading, plug in
everything.
Yeah, plug everything in. Yeah. You never know who's watching.
I run a studio called Lord B Studio. Can mix and master your tracks, produce your songs, just anything from the start to finish that has to do with music. We got to sort it out for you. So yeah,
brilliant.
That's it.
There's nothing else to say. They've said it all. So thank you so much, guys. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Follow the journey. We follow each other's journeys here, as you can see. It's beautiful when you're reminiscing with people. And thank you again for your time. Thank you for staying all the way to the end with us. And we hope that you enjoyed this episode, just like the other ones. And again, follow the journey, follow people's journeys, and follow them on all the social medias, everything, and plug in with them. Okay, thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Mwah.